Another beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. This is early May, and I've been thinking more about different times of the year and what they're best used for, because I can set up an annual schedule. And one of the things I've realized is that June is actually a really amazing month. I looked at the graph of when there's clouds, and it's awfully nice to be out when there's clouds. The lighting becomes all soft and smooth, and it's great for video. You don't have as much direct sun. You get a little bit of rains in June. I guess you start to get some clouds in May. I've had some nice cloudy days. The number one problem with hosting people this time of the year is actually forest fire. Because people, unfortunately, do things that cause forest fires. Now, I have a big plan to fix that. It involves cutting my fire breaks better, having areas of land that human activity can occur on, like things like campfires and cooking and on fires and stuff like that, but that I'm prepared against it. It involves putting up stone walls, which I want to do anyway, and walling in areas so that, because fire often burns low here, it burns along the ground, along pine needles and stuff. And the other thing I can do is clean up the forest, which is like branches and stuff. Well, there's a couple things. Branches on the forest floor, those I can get cleaned up pretty easily simply by having campfires. And say to people, well, yeah, we can have a campfire here. You got to go collect the wood. And so, in some cases, and I've actually been to other places where I showed up and the first thing a bunch of us do is go out in the woods and collect fallen branches. Works great. Everybody feels part of it. It's an activity. You know, you chat with other people you don't know, get to know them. So that's a big thing. And then something else I talked about on video once was thinking about too many things at once here. Trying to multi-thread my head. It's not easy. And making warm places to be without fire. Anyway, so yeah, it's not as cold out. The nights are not as cold, which is great for camping because I have limited building spaces, but I need to improve those as well. What the fuck is that? God damn it. Looks like a snake. It's not. It's a little bit painful to look at this place in the state it's in, with so much opportunity and not being willing to invite people here because so many of them are assholes. And I don't know what percentage of people in the world are assholes, but it's not zero, and assholes are very active. And of course, there's a gradient, and one person's asshole is another person's awesome person, so hard to say. I got it slammed on a group on social media because I posted a Buckminster Fuller quote, and it was that we should not fight the system as it is, fight things as it is, but build alternatives, which is kind of my strategy. And the guy who's an admin in the group said posting that kind of quote is the kind of thing that will get you kicked out of this group. It's a quote from Buckminster Fuller, and he called Buckminster Fuller an idiot. Well, I don't know Buckminster Fuller. I actually don't know everything he thinks, but this guy is obviously uptight enough that me posting a quote that is as innocuous as that, he's, threatening to kick me off the group. And I'm like, well, I haven't posted my response yet, but it's just kind of like, well, if you're going to kick me off the group for that, obviously it's not the right group for me. So whatever, dude. But it's unfortunate because I probably agree with this guy on a lot of stuff. The thing I disagree with him about is that he believes that directly attacking the industrial system to bring it down is somehow useful. Because he, like me, sees the massive problems that civilization causes, industrial civilization. And I actually live it. I don't know if he does. But I've been living out in the woods for 21 years. I live on rainwater. I don't shit in water. I think I'm doing very well at providing an alternative, and I actually think that directly attacking industrial civilization is a very poor idea. I don't mean verbally, that's fine. Fuck industrial civilization. It's going to collapse. But the point is, it's going to collapse on its own. It's top heavy, it's contaminating itself. It's not viable. And so this thing's going to fall apart anyway. So if you attack it, then you give it an enemy. You actually give industrial civilization and people who are pretty much victims of it, though they're causing it as well, you give them an enemy to fight because they feel threatened. And so then they're going to fight against people who are for ecological development. They're going to fight against alternatives like mine, because then I'm suddenly going to be lumped in with eco-terrorists, even though I'm not attacking anyone. I'm trying to stay the fuck out of the way. Or people who block roads or throw paint onto art. That's a great way to lose support for your cause. It's really, really dumb. And, I understand this guy's short-term thinking is just like, oh, things are bad, therefore we must blow them up. And it's like, well, if you do that, you're essentially working on the side of your enemy to crush your own movement. And wouldn't it be better if you instead, it's going to be painful enough either way. I don't really even want to see it happen, but it's going to happen. Where industrial civilization is going to fall, and it's already going to be pretty fucking horrible. Wouldn't it be nice if you could offer people an alternative to that instead of being in conflict with them, a conflict in which they're better armed than you, they're better organized, and they're better funded. And they'll do anything they can to preserve their way of life, which is the destruction of the planet. I don't know. It's weird that people destroy their own allies. Like, the shit I say is often a middle path. And I try and serve everybody pretty well. But I get shit from all sides. Like, I don't want to talk about political shit anymore. Everybody just hates each other. And they support their own form of evil. There's very few people who actually are trying to create, freedom and liberty and prosperity and protect the planet at the same time. And there are conflicts there regarding the commons. There's inherent shared ownership of the commons, the air, the water, ultimately the land. So it's a fucked up mess. And people are kind of dicks, or assholes really is a better term. So, bye.